Welcome everyone to When Madmen Led the Blind. In our
Uh,
last episode, our cantankerous ne'er-do-wells had to jump out of an airplane as a small German man was placed into a baby Bjorn, which is probably my favorite scene ever.
yeah, I'm not gonna live that one down.
Our party is now in Detroit, Michigan. It is, oh god, I actually forgot. I usually do the poster to tell you what it is. It's August 8th, 2024. It is 8 p.m. You have just awoken from your dread sleep. You all can give me some awareness checks.
You could get me an awareness check. I'm right behind you.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm doing it, I promise. I just
So I'm
things
sorry, my
take
mouse
time.
keeps disconnecting, but I'm doing it.
I
All I've
wonder what
seen.
I'll add to this.
Oh god, it could be anything.
Could be anything. But
Okay, not bad, not bad.
yeah.
No hunger dice, right?
Yeah, you never add hunger dice to those.
And
Okay.
then add one more to your other thing since you took away a hunger dice.
Yeah, that way it'll actually balance out, because the hunger dice technically will
Uh,
replace as one of your dice rolls.
okay.
God damn, Irene can see into the future. Oh, wait, this is actually perfect. Kian's
Wait.
here. This is fantastic. Alright. You've missed nothing, Kian. Alright.
Hello, kid.
A lot of you awaken from your dread slumber. Vasilisa, mommy dons the door, whatever the hell she did to seal everything up and pushes it out of the way as everyone claps politely in the background. Everyone hears a kind of faint, rancorous commotion coming from the basement. You hear the tinkling of glass and dice being thrown and loud yelling and faint Italian cursing. What do we like to do?
Oh my god, there's people here.
First Italians. Most heinous of all creatures.
Oh, this is terrible. They might be Catholics. Do we go down?
Uh,
My arms still hurt from my underarms. They still hurt from the little backpack I became when we had to jump from the plane. And I'm not
my
looking forward to a fight.
apologies.
It's
My
okay. It's
apologies.
not your fault. You saved my life. But I don't know. You'd think in a nasty building like this, nobody else would be here. But of course, there's someone here. I am proposing we go to see who it could be. Um, that is my vote. What do you all think?
Yeah, I agree with old man. We should do that.
Okay, that's two to go down. Who else wants to vote?
I'm prepared to vote, and I say that we go down as well. I'm happy to go down with you, or I could keep watch on the stairs as well.
Okay, so it's three. Who else made
I
it?
think. Oh, sorry.
No, that's it.
think
Who else
it
made it
makes
out of the plane?
it makes more sense
Kian,
if I go as well.
Kian, you're actually not in this scene yet. Because remember, you stayed behind in
Oh,
Chicago. They are actually currently in Detroit.
What?
oh, they didn't get back yet.
No,
No.
you're gonna
Oh,
enter the scene using the power of storytelling, which will happen in like 60 seconds.
Understood.
Like,
Apologies. Please go on.
it's fine, it's fine. Kian's Force
okay.
Ghost. Like,
So to be clear, who the hell is here then?
Vasilisa, Irene, and Niklaus. That's it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. All three. Um,
Yeah, Kian's just there
Nik
because so I can move the token over later. Just ignore that.
you bastard.
I will make the
Uh,
Irish disappear, and they're gone.
Nik
Oh
Niklaus
my god.
will tiptoe over to the basement entrance.
Where you hear for the sound originating from is actually a large bookcase. As you kind of give it an ocular pat down, you can see it is on a rail. It seems to lead to a hidden basement.
Well, I fuck with that then.
You push it, it slides open, and there is a large, well-maintained, kind of velvet-clad hallway with little sconces, all fancy, like leading into the basement. And the sound of rancor and enjoyment, and the tinkling of glasses, and the popping of champagne, and Italian swearing with a thick New
Oh,
Jersey brogue becomes uh, much firmer.
okay. I will look to the two lovely ladies who are with me, and I'll kind of do that universal old man, oh dear face, and then I'll start to tiptoe down the stairs.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I would love a visual on the old man face.
I'll get you one later. Just
Okay.
imagine an old British man made nervous. That
Hmm.
face. Oh,
Okay.
great heavens!
Okay.
Bless you.
I'm imagining Dr. Scott from uh Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's good,
Yeah.
Just God.
Dr. Scott.
Great Scott!
Brad.
Suck my
Suck
cock!
my
Yeah,
cock.
You beat me to it. All right, so
Yeah.
all right, hold on a second. Let me get this ready for everybody else. All right, there we go.
he
Activate.
just editing out the fun.
Ready, getter.
No, I would never do such a thing.
I'm just kidding.
Edit out so
I
far.
have to bully you.
All right, so the lot of you make your way down the velvet-clad staircase. And you find
Mm.
yourself in a very large, luxurious parlor. There is a double set of swinging doors in front of you. You can hear roulette wheels and champagne popping, and vaffanculo, like just random yelling in Italian. What would you like to do?
um. Oh, well, I'm nervous. Because I'm small. So I'll like look back to the two much far more capable people behind me, and I'll just be like, what do we think?
Irene is going to take a few steps back and maybe lean, crouch. Is too much of a word, too harsh of a word. But she's going to take Niklaus's arm, tiny arm, and in her arm,
My little
and
arm.
yes, your good, your your good hand. Sorry, that is a reference from a scary movie. So anyway, and Irene is going to pat your hand and look to Vasilisa. Um, and she is in her element. There is too much red carpet here for her not to be. So I think that we should approach whoever is manning the front desk of this establishment. Do we see that person? Is there someone? I'm going by the map because there does seem to be a front desk right there.
There is just a set of double doors that then opens into the larger area in the basement. There's no
Okay,
one
well,
manning
I'm
the
going
desk.
to look at Niklaus and say, "Come with me, dear." And I think we should go in. I'm not. That last part is just. We should walk in after that.
All right, so we're just gonna enter into the secret speakeasy basement Italian gambling situation full of mobsters. We're gonna do that.
Are you cool with
Yeah.
that, Marissa Tomei?
Vasilisa shrugs. She doesn't get paid enough by the prince to determine whether or not this is a bad situation. And it looks like, she's here to have a gun and offer uppies to the little German man. And he seems to be handled, so she's ready to just hang out, maybe get a drink.
All right.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Niklaus will then open the door and hold it for them.
Wait, actually, I'm sorry. Irene has something else to say to Niklaus.
Oh.
Um, do you have the ability to appear very wealthy? You're of a certain height, and I think if you go in there with the full capacity of your confidence, we could perhaps pull off a certain what is the word I'm looking for? Gambit, I suppose.
Uh.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, that's.
Can you do an Italian accent? Just kidding.
I can do A French
Who
one.
speaks the most Italian?
Who speaks Italian?
This is exactly
No.
what this scene is, and you know it. Like,
Yeah. Who speaks the most? God damn it. Does he know? Does Hans Landa know? Anyways, I know I can do a French one.
That might work. That might
Yeah.
work. Vasilisa, what do you think, dear? Kian?
You think he needs to speak?
That's such a good point. No. But he does need to gesture confidently, I would say.
Oh well,
Um,
I can do that. My hands speak better than my mouth does.
So here's what I'm thinking. Vasilisa, please get on the other side of Niklas's arm, and I will hold the other arm. And we will walk in like he's the big man.
What?
But he's little man.
Yeah.
But he's big to
Oh, I
us.
see what. Oh, you.
He has big
Oh.
heart.
Is this?
Big
Big
I-
heart.
I don't know
personality.
Lovely way to put that.
This isn't going to work.
No?
No. I'll do it. I will try, but oh.
You don't have to speak.
No, I know, but oh boy.
So
I'm sheepish now.
the sound of gambling and rain car continues.
Whatever you think will work.
if
If
this
you're
is a bad
comfortable
plan,
with
you
it.
can tell me otherwise.
No, it's not that it's a bad plan. I'm just we could just walk in and say, "Yeah, hello. Nice to meet you. We can get a ride back to Chicago, please?"
Oh, but what about the theater of the whole thing? They don't know who we are. We don't know who they are.
Well, it'd be one thing if we weren't walking into a strange basement to
The fact
whatever
we're walking
end.
into a strange basement is why we should take on personas.
Mm,
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Vasilisa looks pensive and says, I could pretend I grew up on dairy farm, not meat farm.
Oh, I love
Yeah?
that. I love that for you.
Okay.
Do we have a do we know like what languages people speak? Because if or I could just little sir, big sir, you have
don't.
do you have Romanian? I don't know any German, but if you don't want to talk with your little hands, you could talk to me and I can translate. I have the goods to English.
I have another idea. Forgive. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, Niklaus, please.
I speak Low German.
Is that the same? I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
what kind of German is that?
Yeah, I think we should just go in and say hello. That's
Okay, but I
Yeah.
do. Okay,
Why
wait.
do you want to play so
Just
badly?
could we do one thing just for me, please?
Huh?
I will take Niklaus's arm, and Vasilisa take Keon's arm. How about that?
Keon's not here. It's just
It's
us.
not here.
Oh my god. Okay.
I take we hold little man's hands so that yeah, so he don't get lost.
I look like a child doing. Okay.
No, you don't. You
Yes,
look like a billionaire who
No,
is
I don't.
really short and height challenged.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, hey, Vasilisa, we could link arms and just go together.
Lisa blushes furiously and says, I agree with beautiful lady.
Okay.
And Irene does a in the direction of Niklaus.
Niklas feels bad, but he can't understand why yet. This is a bread that he has not yet tasted. He will.
He's never said yes to a lady before.
Look,
Yeah.
he's busy.
What?
Anyways.
Okay, well, that's fine. We can just walk in. But Irene chooses to link arms with Vasilisa.
I'll walk-
Vasilisa grabs for Nicholas's hands, which he's free to reject.
You're able to get a hold of his hand, but he's too flustered to like pull away from you.
She holds it in her iron grip.
Ow.
And says, "Okay, we delay too much. I want drink. We go."
Hey!
Mm.
Let go a little.
Oh,
Okay, well, let's keep
loosens it
walking.
ever so
Let's keep
slightly.
walking. Okay,
Left bone
I
crushing.
love that we're mommy dumbing this right now. Let's keep walking.
Okay, you know what?
And-
I gotta say it. For the love of Christ, walk through the door.
We're going. We're trying.
We're playing.
I've been trying to walk through the door for like
We're
5 minutes.
playing. Anyways, we
Okay,
walk through the door.
Irene is going to walk behind the two of them as they hold hands into the door as if she is a very unexpected, sexy bodyguard.
Woohoo!
Perfect. Okay, so you walk into the door and you see 5 individuals. You see 2 women and 3 men. You see them as you see there. Their clothing is seriously out of date. They're dressed like they're from the mid-20s. They're currently gambling and drinking champagne and playing on the roulette table. The 2 women turn around and like, "Hey, look at you! You're looking fine."
Oh, that ghost.
You should come and join us with these gambling. We're a
Hey,
bit
these
short.
schmucks. They better pop in, give us some more money. Tired of playing with these schmucks here.
You either gamble or you leave.
Irene is going to see this, and presumably Vasilisa is still holding hands instead of linking arms with Niklaus. And just for the show of it, Irene wants to lean down and whisper something in Niklaus's ear, just to make them seem like the big man on canvas. Again, I know Niklaus doesn't get what's going on, but she's just gonna whisper something, and really what she whispers is just peas and carrots. But they don't know that, so.
What's this broad talking about peas and carrots?
No, you can't hear what Irene is
It was
saying.
a whisper.
Hey,
It was a
Women-
whisper.
we're in here. We came here to play, not to whisper. Get the heck over here. Because you're not going to have me swearing in front of these pretty ladies.
Yeah, and he really
Oh.
hates when you swear.
Mírale, I mean, looky here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't want him switching to Spanish. He is an Italian mobster now.
Hey, don't you
He's an
remember?
icon.
He did that study abroad over in Barcelona. Like,
I know. He's
you for
expanding his
listening.
culture. I respect that.
Do we have money to gamble with, or
Yes.
chips, or
yes.
oh, okay?
Canonically, Niklaus keeps really antique quarters in his pocket at all times because he hasn't.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're embarrassing
way
me
they
at this
smell.
fake club.
All right, let's go gamble. Once you whisper in my ear, I think to myself, is she hungry? And then I walk over to the table.
Hey, wait a minute. There's only 3 of yous, and we need at
You
least
need another.
4 of yous so that we can actually play the slots and do little rolls.
Vasilisa
Alright.
visibly counts
Wait.
on her fingers to try and figure out the difference between 3 and 4.
Oh,
Don't
she's
worry,
such a dummy.
I
love
got
her.
this.
I got
Yes, Irene is going to pick the easy mark. Which one is Jack?
I'm the bottom right.
Okay,
Yeah, you are. Sorry.
got it.
Thank you.
Go
Low
ahead.
hanging
do
fruit.
No.
I
do the-
tried not.
Ladies, gentlemen, please, assorted
What?
others.
Oh, is Kian here?
Yes,
Oh,
just give me a second to actually describe the scene. So, after they say that you need another one, they snap their fingers and Kian just magically appears beside Vasilisa. And Kian, you can describe your state of
Wow.
dress and condition right now.
This is so
Uh,
stupid.
He blinks, looks around, then removes the pen cap he was chewing from his mouth, and looks like a little disgusted, like he didn't realize he was doing that. He currently has like dark rings under his eyes and is topless with ruffled hair. He looks like he hasn't slept in a week. it's been less than a day, but like it's been a hell of a day. So
Oof.
Hey, buddy, we're
You look like a
proper
dog shit.
establishment.
Hey,
Yeah,
Shirts
Irene is
and
also.
coat.
Yeah. You're disrespecting us here. Put on some clothing. It's not like we just snapped you here. Come on.
I mean,
I like
didn't
to-
you read the sign? This is a
Irene looks
black tie
deeply
establishment.
embarrassed.
When
take
we
off
say
my
black
jacket.
tie only, we don't mean come in here with just a black tie. We expect you to wear other clothes too.
Yeah, we had a
Why
guy
don't
that
you
used to do that,
specify?
and we had to kick him
He
out. And it was winter, and he died. That's how serious we take our dress code here.
God.
Key
I take
blinks,
off my
looks
jacket
down.
and I give him my jacket, even though it's way too little. He can tie it around his titties if he wants.
Key does that fashionable little loopy thing around his shoulders, like that preppy sweater thing with it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll cover the nips and be, moderately proper.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, hold on a second.
It'll-
Hold on a second. I gotta consult the style manual to make sure that this fits. And
You know what? You know what? I got the magic. Can I just magic in some clothes for him?
nah, I think we're just gonna have to make do with it. All right, well, let's do some roulette. What number you gonna pick? Each of you can pick
23.
a number. 23.
Oh, Vasilisa pales at the prospect of having to think about numbers because while she is illiterate, her numbers are not very good.
I'll lean over to her and I'll go, pick 3.
He
All right,
nods
all right.
furiously and says, 3, 3, 3.
All right, whoa. You can slow your roll. It's just a number, you know. You don't gotta get so excited. You
Please.
wanna cream yourself, okay?
She
Alright.
can be excited if she wants to be.
Oh,
She
no.
covers her mouth with her hands and looks at Phoenix and says, "Cream, they know about the dairy farm. They know about the dairy farm."
Hey,
Dairy farm,
didn't you
huh?
read the sign? It says, and like she points to a sign, and it says, "No excessive glee, strictly prohibited by orders of management."
You willing to gamble that dairy farm you got?
I don't have it anymore. It was taken by well, I shouldn't say. I told I wouldn't say. It doesn't matter. It
Maybe
doesn't.
you should
Dairy
say,
farm are you
sweetheart.
referring to?
It was taken in a family dispute. I don't want to talk about it, please.
Yes,
Okay.
please,
All right.
don't make it
So
All right,
each
I
of
won't
yous-
make you talk about it.
All right, so each of you can place a bet here. So you got 4 of yous. Are you all gonna just bet on 3? You put all your money on 3? Like,
I'm sorry. You want her to gamble her dairy farm. You want someone else to gamble their virginity. Is that what I heard correctly? Either way,
I said
what do
nothing
you,
about
gentlemen,
virginity.
I will
have
gamble
nobody-
my French accent.
Everyone on my side, be quiet.
Okay.
So, gentlemen, what do you have to bring to the table exactly?
I'm sorry. Who said anything about virginity?
No one.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing about that either. Well, I think
Yeah, why'd you bring up
Sounds like you guys are
virginity, you
projecting.
sick ass?
the
As
flapper
if I'm not
Sorry, you got me
allowed
swearing
to
again.
make
the
exaggerations.
flapper lady holds up a jar in front of Antonio that says "swear jar" and he puts $1 in it.
Oh.
Sorry, miss.
Antonio.
I know.
Speaking of Antonio, what are your assets like?
What the fuck is
Hey,
going on?
he just said the A word. Where's her swear jar?
You're right.
It was part of a word, you dummy.
The
Well, it has
flapper
an
lady.
ET at the end.
The flapper
It has an
lady.
E.
The flapper lady.
T.
The flapper lady holds up a jar in front of you and it says, "Discussing financial assets." It's full of dollar bills.
Oh, here I thought it was just being friendly. Okay.
She shakes the jar in front of you menacingly. You need to
And
put
I
$1
put
in
a jar, a dollar in the
there.
jar.
Shove a jar in the jar. Hey, look, we got a comedian over here.
Key
Like we
is going
don't have
to.
enough jars.
Key is
Okay.
going.
Oh, sorry, Kian. Go on. Please.
Okay. Key is going to clear his throat, straighten his back, and feel around as if he were straightening his hat, but he's not wearing one. So instead, he just takes the pen he was chewing on and tucks it behind his ear. If we can make occult checks, I would like to. But while he looks around, so gentlemen, what is it we're gambling on?
Hmm.
It's a roulette table.
Roulette of what?
A
Look.
roulette of a little ball.
Yeah, look, lad.
Do you not know
Roulette's
how
an
this
ancient
works?
game, basically. You spin the table, a ball rolls around, lands at a number, and you win or you lose.
Oh,
Ah. And what are the stakes?
Well, you ante up.
Well, I'm sure you'll forgive me if I don't bet on any remaining clothing.
Ah, nah. We don't bet in clothing. That's how you end up with people indecent.
Sounds like we're in an agreement.
Alright, just bet something, we'll ante up, and we go.
yeah, I'm bored of roulette. I think we should just throw our chips in, or whatever it is, a ball. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
are you
What
gonna
happens?
put everything on 3? Are you gonna do black 3 or red 3?
No, I'm going to do 25% on black 3.
Uh-huh.
And
They're
I don't
really
gamble.
specific.
you, as the DM, can figure out
Alright,
my act.
alright. Who wants to roll the D100? If you get a 3, you win.
I'll do it.
Alright, roll me a
Wait,
D.
actually, oh shit, maybe I
Oh,
should.
Kian already spun the wheel wicked fucking
No, I
bad.
didn't. No, I didn't, because I started before you said anything, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, it
Uh,
fucking
That
does.
Then
was-
Irene spun it again and fucking lost. Alright, so, okay, now Vasilisa got the 50, so that's a no-go. And then Niklas got an 8, which was damn close, but that's a no-go.
Ugh.
Okay, alright.
Hmm.
Alright, boys, what number you gonna put this on? And don't say 3. You gotta pick another number. There's other numbers.
23.
Look. My favorite number. 20.
Alright,
23.
give it a spin. Give it a spin. Spin it fast,
You
Roulette
motherfucker.
see,
is also based off of physics. Okay, all right.
you see the Lorenzo, the second from the bottom, just reach into coat, pull out a gold bar, slam it on the table, and spin. Fuck. Ah, wait. I mean,
Put it in the jar.
he puts a dollar bill in the swear jar. Ah, you got me.
Ah, shit.
Alright. It's used turns. You gotta get another number. What number you want this time?
23.
23?
What's
Alright.
with using threes?
What
I
is
don't know.
I'm sensing some kind of you Catholic or something. What's with the 3s?
Don't worry about it.
So you
You
what?
know, Jesus was a vampire.
I know. Wow.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh,
my
are you kidding me?
Fuck
God.
Do you want to use some blood points to make that a 23?
He gave you his blood to drink. He was a vampire.
off. Sure. However
He
that's
saved
done.
you from
Absurd.
24.
I
Talk
blood
of
point.
vampires. What next? Ghost stories for children?
Oh, stories for children.
All of the ghosts stare at you. Like, I can't believe
Just like Ghost, am I right?
Okay, but
As
he
I
Out of
read.
won
character,
something.
do we know that they're ghosts?
I know they're ghosts.
It's kind of
I mean,
obvious they're ghosts. I think you all would pick up
Never
that they're
mind.
ghosts. Like,
Errata that statement. That significantly
I
changes this
can't believe
conversation.
Kian would say things so disparaging against the undead community.
You sure didn't.
All right, um, so you're going to go to
Who's the
top.
ghost
You're going to
with the gun slung over their shoulder?
I am.
That's in.
Okay. And the 10-gallon hat?
That's Cesare.
And the penguin looking
That
one.
that is what the fuck?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. That one's being.
Thank
My
you.
name's Lorenzo. Watch
Thank
your
you.
mouth when you speak it.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Niklaus, just take a point of hunger, and it reads a 23. Like the ball flips backwards and lands on the 23. All of the ghosts are gonna lose their shit. I can't freaking believe it.
Hey, yo, what's that?
Oh,
Hey, gabagool!
You son of a bitch.
Okay, chingao.
I can't believe it. All right, well, all right, boys. I guess we got to give them their winnings, and they just like slide a mysteriously large pile of money of old bills from the 30s into this big sack with a dollar sign on the exterior, and they tie it with rope and they hand it to you.
Woo! I hold it. It takes a lot of strength to hold it.
Vasilisa holds out her hand and like cups the bag of money from underneath, so that Niklas can hold it.
Hey, quick thing.
Thank you.
Where's you all come from?
I assume when a mommy and a daddy love each other very
Well,
much.
Not like that,
50
idiot.
years later.
I'm talking about where were you all? Why did you land here in Detroit? Not a lot of people come by here ever since the fires.
I was just making
We
some
are
notes, and
property
then I appeared
development.
here.
Yeah.
Wait, Mags first. What'd you say?
Property development. We're realtors.
I don't think so. Hey, you work with a
Hmm.
guy called Jackson or something? I'm getting kind of a vibe with that name. You know anything about that guy?
Is this a cold reading? No.
Jackson?
No,
Nine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He seems to be some kind of regent or something, some kind of prince, like a Prince Jackson or something.
Is that the prince's name?
Yes.
That's stupid. Well, I don't know if I should continue saying no, because I do know.
What are you doing for Prince Jackson?
Nothing.
You know his name so well.
Just getting this feeling that that guy is a little mad and he wants to talk to you.
Hmm.
I mean, we can get you there real quick if you want, so he doesn't get any madder if you're so inclined.
Yeah, that would be pretty great, actually.
That would probably be like the most helpful thing we've experienced in the last 15 days. So,
Well, like
I'll
angry
find
mad.
the gentleman.
Yeah, anything to get them out the way. I don't like being in the same room as winners. Let's go back to losing every game, right?
as women,
It's
He's
Hey,
winners.
he said
Winners.
winners. He said winners, all right.
I respect women. My mother was a woman.
Hey,
my mother
That's
was a
true.
woman.
hey, you know
He
what?
I'm
can't be
half woman on
sexist.
my
His
mother's side.
mother was a woman.
It looks like somebody spent a little too much time at the Seven Sisters. Am I right, boys?
Ah,
All right.
aren't you taking us to a prince or something? Let's go.
Hey, look, we're not gonna do it right now. I ain't made of the prime material. Just walk upstairs, open the door, and you'll find yourself where you need to be. All right?
All right.
Vasilisa shrugs and says, "America very weird." Turns around,
I mean,
still holding
He
the
is very weird.
case of money from underneath, and so therefore trying to drag Niklaus. Niklaus can decide whether or not he's consenting to being dragged.
He's used to it. Wee.
Uppies for the little man. You want me to hold?
Aw,
hello.
No.
he's so handsome.
Excuse me?
What? I mean,
All
yeah,
right. So
I said
are we going to move through the door?
no.
hear me?
Actually, we're
Yes.
not.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Yay,
Oh,
it's
not?
Andre. Oh no, that's Jahi. Hey
Yeah.
Jahi.
Hi, Jahi.
How you doing?
Johnny's here?
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
For no related reason. So.
Um,
All right. So you know what? I'm
I
speeding this along.
Damn.
You turn the goddamn doorknob and you stumble into the princess suite. That's what happens. We're not spending 20
What?
minutes trying to open a door. Like,
Okay, great.
No, I wanted to play
Whoa.
the grand piano. You put a grand piano on your map for no reason.
You
it's too late.
whore.
God.
It's too late. He's on a time
Fine.
crunch. The lot of you enter into the prince's main suite. He's standing there with his sheriff Damien. He's got his hands firmly crossed in front of his chest, and he's looking at you with a kind of indescribable look. And Jahi, now you may enter the scene.
Ah, uh, hello there. How are you all doing tonight?
A little frazzled, to be honest.
Pretty good, all
Mm.
things considered.
Good
Very
evening,
well.
Your Majesty. If I had known I would be teleported, I'd have come better dressed. How's your evening, sir?
Well,
I bow to him.
I hope dressed is not the concern of tonight. It's rather what you all have on your mind, and I hopefully it leads upon the pressing issue.
Um,
Well, there
No,
was
no one goes first.
stand
did we
back.
already report the radioactivity situation that we experienced at the zoo?
Yes, you reported the radioactivity situation to the zoo.
Okay. Well, I got nothing.
And I have a brain
Fortunately-
injury in real life, so I can't
Mhm.
remember.
Okay.
All right. So there seems to be a certain speed that we are not reaching right now. So I am not upset. Merely, I want to make sure that things are moving along at a nice pace. So we are going to go over what we do know, and then we're going to start making some inferences or educated guess about where to go next. Does that sound applicable to you all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you want to know the various multiple leads we've got that we have yet to have the opportunity to put together? Or would you like us to simply give you the finished version?
I would Ian, for the sake of the scene, can I say that there is like a map of the city like next to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He points I would like you each to tell me the lead that you found them, and he points to the map with a little like tray full of red pins, and I would like you to put the location in which that is important.
Okay, so um out of character, what do we do?
You got to tell him what you know.
I'm telling you as Magnus, I can't remember what we know.
Tag in someone who does.
Help. Party members, help.
Can we get a repeat on what Jahi just asked?
He's asking us to mark locations on this map citywide of shit we've done and leads that we have, like the bean for sure.
Pretty much he's like so for
where's
example,
the
if you
map?
mention
What?
it's like in
map?
front of him.
Yeah, we're playing in the space. We're imagining right now.
Oh, okay.
For example, he's pretty much just asking like if you found something at the zoo, he wants you to put like a pin at the zoo as a way to like so that way there's a clear map of where everything is happening.
So
Essentially.
we can pin the zoo. We can pin the Heights, where we met. What's the lady's name? Natasha. What is?
Oh, Francesca?
Amalgamation? Francesca. Thank you. Fran. Yes, nanny.
Fran.
Okay.
We can pin that, and we can pin the nightclub scene that I was not a part of, but everyone else was. And that's fine. And we can also now pin the. But aren't we? Okay, so Chicago only.
God damn it, another one.
And the zoo. And that one building that we blew up.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
I enjoyed blowing the building up. And gosh, I don't know. Isn't there a hotel where there's like the bitchy management? I just can't remember that part.
That's the one where we're staying.
Oh.
He is going to put pins on the tunnels in the area. I'm trying to look at what area this is out of character. Because the diary Key found discusses various goings on in Chicago, including reference the writer made that he hasn't seen homeless people in them in a long time, but I don't actually, out of character, I'm trying to look up where those tunnels were in Chicago.
Chicago was actually raised after the Great Fire in the 1830s, like in real life, to actually be like 20 feet higher than it is. So it has a weird kind of backlog of old tunnels and buildings that are literally under the city. You know, like an old New York, new New York kind of Futurama kind of situation. It's kind of like
Under
that.
the city.
All right. In that case, Key will just put red pins on like the map key that's labeled tunnels. He will put a pin on the stash house that Key found in his, night of phone calls, apart from you guys still in Chicago. As well as the facility that the party previously broke into. I just saw your GIF. Did I make a mistake?
No.
Okay. Great. He also the facility that
Okay.
they broke into where they found the beanwater issues and musings. He's also going to put a pin on the train station they had to investigate. I'm trying to like compile quickly in my head. The bean, if there are any addresses of those cold warehouses from the Gaelic diary, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. I'm reading off of what Key found in phone calls from the session I was missing, and you
Well,
guys were
no one knows that, so you can explain that in media res, because they don't know, but Kian knows. So explain it as if Kian was explaining it. You don't have to give them.
fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, just do it that way.
All right, from the top. I found a diary discussing various goings on in Chicago, making reference to the writer who hasn't seen homeless people in the tunnels in months, which is odd because the place is often littered with them. It notes that the
All
local
right.
criminal element has been drying up. Lots of good contacts, whatever that means, had their guts spilled on the street. Must be a new player in town. This author muses. They also remark how they've been trying to get their hands on who is providing the latest batch of bacteria, but they've turned up nothing. Only real hint is the construction crews on the higher level are complaining about overtime for installing new pipes and filtration systems.
Hmm.
This address is on a
So,
cocktail. Oh, of course, Your Highness.
no, go ahead, continue.
It may be a long list. This address.
Let me ask
Yes,
a quick question.
of course.
In these dealings with the situation, with the bodies of the people found in the street, was a proper autopsy given on them?
Unfortunately, we have no way of knowing. This is notes from a diary in Arabic, encoded in a cipher, so someone didn't want it to be known, but we've only just found it within the last few hours, and I was translated it when I was late in it when I was transported here. Just finished the last word.
What did they describe them as again? What was the key word there?
Criminal?
So, criminals are being killed on the street. Why would that be?
Looks to me, since the writer hasn't seen the homeless people in the tunnels either, that someone is disappearing witnesses, and they've got something suspicious going on down there.
Now, the question being, something on this level, this massive, can't exactly be human in nature, correct?
I doubt it.
So then the bigger question comes in. Is it fellow kindred, or is it something beyond that?
If I may, sir, for the
Mhm.
sake of time, skip past just a little of the evidence, of the overwhelming evidence that has brought us to our various suspects.
I
There's
believe that the
a.
small details are very important right now, so we will not skip past them. We're going to take this slowly.
Of course, sir.
So again, let us begin to think. Something on this level requires mass organization. The disappearing of homeless folks, criminals, requires a bit of influence or at least efficiency, correct?
I.
So
Yes, sir.
then, I wonder, have we all had any dealings with anything else outside of kindred during this time?
Well, we did run into some rather aggressive oh, what is side note, what is the word for
Guru.
guru? Thank you. We did run into some rather unsavory guru.
Hmm. Okay. Tell me about that interaction, please.
We saw them tear apart one of their own, supposedly. And I don't know if anyone mentioned it, but did we mention that there was a woman who was defrauding investors for her art? I don't know if we mentioned that.
A money launderer.
Yes.
Oh, Francisca. I love her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She was
So,
very interesting.
now, I just want to perhaps bounce an idea off of you all and just want you to hear me out. Recently, I've had some of my own kindred complain about their drug dealers, thieves, and other criminals underneath my employment are being offed. So, I do not believe that someone is stupid enough to be targeting my empire without prior knowledge of knowing how it works. Now, what could these criminals be doing that would require them to get killed?
Are they Are they talking?
Witnesses would point to the right thing, seeing as if these criminals were selling drugs or anything like that or doing something wrong, they would be publicly made an example of. But they're quietly not to arouse suspicion. That is concerning, is it not?
I.
So, let's start to make the connections here. We have a group of homeless people and criminals being offed in darker areas in which things are not to the public's eyes. Now, as per usual, as we may or may not know, creatures of the supernatural persuasion tend to go for areas not seen often by mortals. If it's not the vampires doing this, or at least not anyone underneath my control, what could it be pointing to then?
If I may, sir, I was under the impression that we may wish to look into a. Oh, come on, out of character. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not dormant. Oh, near extinct Garou tribe. It's what I was trying to say earlier, Your Highness, sir, and have
Mhm.
various reasons to think so.
All right. So, if it is this tribe, then why would they be tearing apart one of their own if they're near extinction?
Inner politics?
What I have reason to guess that this is a rogue faction of the tribe,
Hmm.
and that the public, in fact, shockingly close to public, so much so that we were able to see it and they did not see us. Execution of one of their own, with tribal leadership making an example.
Hmm.
Is at least
Make an
something to investigate.
example. Making an example in this case to who?
The rest of the tribe.
But so the reason why I say that that is deeper meaning in the sense of the matter is that when I choose to make an example of a fellow kindred due to them crossing over me or not agreeing with my politics, right?
Yes.
I believe that perhaps this guru maybe didn't agree with the inner workings of the tribe because of something that they were doing. Now, guru are very loyal, fiercely so, almost to a detriment to their own kind. So for someone to kill one another means the sin had to be grievous, that the reasoning had to be, well, substantial, honestly. It had to be something so grand that they needed that person silenced or that person made an example right there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Aye, that is another serious possibility, sir.
Yes. So, we
Particularly,
have reason to believe that the guru are responsible for at least something like these lines. We should probably take a look into those criminals they've been offing.
I have the autopsy reports that have just downloaded, and he's gonna like wave his smartphone. Each of them slashed to pieces. The cuts are characteristics of claws, but the police chalked it up to a serial killer with a precise hand. Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. So, they're offing criminals and offing their own in order to keep something secret. Now, I will not say that I doubt the intelligence of the guru, but they are certainly not ones to be this deliberate in their attempts to keep their plans hidden. Sometimes things slip through the cracks, and that is just how the cookie crumbles. But in this case, they are trying dastardly hard to keep themselves hidden. So, perhaps we should.
We should.
Come on
Should
now,
we
it's on the tip of the
find them?
tongue.
I'm
Find
We
sorry.
should find them, yes!
Oh.
And this is, of course, not me coming down on you at all. This is definitely a bit of a trial time due to our most recent events in New York City. And things are a little bit razzled and dazzled here, as you may say. But we still do have a job to do, and I still have the duty of keeping Chicago safe, which is why I've entrusted you lot to do that. Now, I'm putting a lot of faith and trust into you all. So, we have the at least hypothesis that we're working with here, that the Garou, or the werewolves, are at least in some way involved in some of the recent events in Chicago. Now, some of these recent red bulletin points, do any of them relate to werewolves in any way, shape, or form?
Say that one more time.
The red points that you all pointed out, do they relate to werewolves in any way, shape, or form?
There
On the
was
map.
the dead Garu, the irradiated dead Garu at the zoo.
Wait. Irradiated?
He had the poison, right? He had the
But
poison.
he was like,
He had all
he
the
had
cancer,
radiation poison?
right?
We had more radiation than he did.
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't know when we became irradiated. But
Oh, okay.
as we
But
found out,
the werewolf, it's. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
as we found out later on after my initial report of the radiation, we ourselves were more irradiated than anything in the zoo, and do not know how long we had been, though I may guess, for the sake of time, I'll speak out of turn, sir, that it may have come from investigating the bean water, or the bean's power plant, as you may or may not be aware, sir. Uh, we have reason to guess that the terrorist attack in New York was not, in fact, intended to be as significant as it was, but that its perpetrators were misguided, foolish rebels who didn't know of the supernatural world's secret power plant beneath it, and that we may guess that the secret power plant that is the bean may be another target, unless a
Question.
biohazard wipes the kind out first, like the bacteria in the bean water. Yes, sir?
Question. The attack on New York City, did the execution of the Garo happen before or after?
Out of character, I don't remember, so Key is just gonna
After.
gasp dramatically. Afterwards.
So, as I mentioned previously, werewolves are fiercely loyal, and they don't exactly kill one another on the very whim of the thing. That Garo that was murdered, did you all you saw the execution happen in front of you, correct?
The execution is we saw
Mm.
that guy tear that other Garu to fucking bits. Yeah? That?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw.
Did they take the body with them?
There was no body left to take.
I mean, but there was blood there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Blood
oh, so
everywhere, really.
so naturally, you all took the blood and got it investigated, right? To find out who it was.
Well, we were able to find out who it was. With she found her hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Her hand was left.
Okay, so we do have. Okay, good, great. Oh, good. So, this person, what was their. You had their hands, so you have their fingerprints, correct? You ran it through the system.
Sure, we did. We also, I can't, out of character, I can't remember
I-
what her identity was, but it was discussed when we were looking at the microfiche that we found in her thumb.
Yes.
She was Quebecois, and she was wanted for terrorism in basically half the countries on Earth.
Right.
We relay that to the prince real quick. She was Quebecois.
So she was responsible for terrorist attacks across the world, correct?
Yeah.
She had to have some sort of. I hate to say that we need to hack into federal computers, but there has to be some file on her somewhere, correct?
Done. I mean, sorry, out of character, I did not mean to say done. We began work on that already. Out of character, I'm
So-
frantically looking through notes to figure out what we found, but I remember us looking on that guy's computer with the boobs password.
I forgot to set that password. Way to
So-
tell Inverta.
Got
Well
and that
known
was a real little
terrorists.
giggle.
Sir?
So, well-known terrorist turned to pieces after the attack on New York City. It sounds as if someone did the wrong move and was punished for it.
Yeah.
So, The werewolves are responsible for a lot of these happenings then.
Appear to be
Yeah.
the red glass. Oh crap! I'm getting the name wrong. The red glass tribe.
Red Talon.
Okay.
The red
Red
ass.
Talon
Yeah, the ones
tribe.
in the city are the Glass Walkers.
Ah,
I perhaps. Hmm. Okay, so we have put the pieces together. The werewolves are responsible for the attack on New York City. They are clearly offing off what's the word I'm looking for? Criminals and homeless people because they're doing things around those areas and they don't want any witnesses. Irradiated werewolf, which means that they're dealing with nuclear material. So let's put this in perspective. Now, if they were found, the werewolf was found irradiated at the zoo, correct?
I.
The
Yes,
zoo animals, were they fine or were they irradiated?
they were fine, were they not? When we walked past.
Yep.
Okay, so that means that they're not building it at the zoo. The only other place or places that perhaps they could be dealing with such nuclear material would be
Be.
Uh,
Well, we would know if it was the bean, so it's not that. Let's keep looking. He's gonna look around the map while SJ tries to think.
well, think about it. What set off the explosion in New York? A nuke reactor acting up in the basement of a building. What building has a nuclear reactor in the basement here
Hold on, guys.
in
I'm
this
so sorry.
city?
1 sec.
Oh,
Okay, carry it away, Jackson.
Jackson's gonna look at you guys, and he is pretty much gonna go. Oh, real quick before I continue, the tower. Any important information after its blowing up incident?
That's what the ladies call me.
uh,
None.
no,
It
sir.
was total catastrophe.
Nothing at all.
Not that we were able to find. DM, correct me if I missed something.
I think that's it.
Oh, he's new?
I mean, the fact that oh well, there is that guy, that really fun cowboy that we met. He's a security
Oh,
guard
yes,
here
I
now.
love the cowboy.
Yeah, the cowboy.
You're right. Nathaniel
Cowboy.
Harrison. The obviously werewolf security guard was new. Nah, forgot about that. Nice fella.
Wait. Are you joking?
No,
No.
why would we joke? You're
Wait. Okay.
scary.
So we just spent the last 10 minutes discussing werewolf plots. So you didn't think it was pertinent information to include that the head security at Bean is a werewolf?
Well, you asked us. We didn't want to interrupt you. We're telling you now, sir. The conversation has not stopped. I would understand if we left the room and then came back. That would be obnoxious. But this is all still flowing. We're okay.
What? No, I just. I'm going to look into that. When you say that he's possibly a werewolf, are you, as the kids putting it, messing around?
No, we are not kids.
So he's a werewolf.
I believe he
He
still
was.
is. He had a pulse and everything.
Pulse. He was very coy about us, and he's something. If he's not a werewolf, he's something. But yeah, we
So,
suspect werewolf. He smells like a dog.
So, as you all can wonder, Why, that might be something we should double up and check on, correct?
Next stop, sir.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. Now, the hydrophonics tower controls. Hmm. I'm curious about a few things. What could these possibly? What could these werewolves be doing? Hmm. Now, have you all perhaps taken a gander around the city to see if there's any other possible weird situations? Any example of food shortages? Any weird cases of highest amount of people getting sick? Anything along those lines?
Um, there was oh god, out of character. Wasn't there? We dealt with some sort of bacteria load recently. What was that?
Drew, when you were over at the creepy zoo, the creepy guy told you that someone ordered a bunch of biological samples of very dangerous diseases, but they never picked them up.
Yes.
I
Right.
I relayed
Uh,
that.
we do not
okay.
know who they are. I don't know
Mhm,
if you've ever
mhm.
had the pleasure of attempting to speak with a certain Drusilla.
Okay. So, someone attempted to buy biological material, viruses and otherwise, at the zoo that the werewolf that you found that was already dead was irradiated, correct? So, that must mean that he perhaps died before he could get access to those viruses, which means that he was there to buy those viruses. Now, biological threats like that usually have to be smuggled in, which is where Drusilla comes in the picture.
That was my guess,
You
sir.
have my full permission to go into her office or to talk to her, whichever one you find more pleasing to get the more pertinent information, and find out who was trying to buy those biological materials.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. I
Now,
think one.
why? Now, if somebody was taking biological materials and viruses, what method would they use it to spread it amongst a group of people?
I'm going to
Uh,
guess water.
yeah,
Water and what else?
air.
Airborne is too risky. They might be infecting everybody, including themselves. What's something that is controlled just like water?
Certain
Food.
foods. Like that would
And
require the
Food.
installation of those new pipes
that could also bite
Exactly.
some.
and filtration systems.
So, clearly they're using the biological material in relation to some sort of scheme in order to infect people, and the best way to control who you infect is by controlling where the infection goes, i.e., water and food. So, you all have your next task. We have cell phones. Shoot me a text, an email, something to update me about the situation.
Of
Yes,
course,
Your
sir.
Majesty.
All right.
We'll be honored.
You all have a blessed rest of your night, and please try not to cause too much trouble.
Hmm.
Of course,
Yeah,
sir.
okay.
Kian, you want to roll
All right.
politics maybe before our dear friend departs? Oh, wait, you're bad at that.
Absolutely.
Wait, you're bad at that. Hold on. Who's the one that's good at this? Hold on a second.
I've got
Oh,
awareness
Is it
though.
me?
it's Niklas. Yeah, Niklas is the one that's good at this. Niklas, you're gonna wonder. You remember that the weird, goofy Malcolm McDowell motherfucker said that he couldn't disclose who who was going to buy it. The prince might be able to squeeze that guy's nipples to get you the answer.
Ooh, I will ask him to do that.
You can give me a politics
Oh,
roll.
Prince. You can give me a tummy rub. There we go. Whoa!
Is it like a 2?
No.
It's a 7?
Kiss my big fat ass. Here we go.
Yeah,
It's pretty tiny, actually.
All right. So, Mr. Prince Jackson, I think you were just authoritatively persuaded that you might have to go down there and ask that jailer, hey, buddy, who was buying that shit?
Role play it. You gotta still ask me. Role play it.
Me?
Yes.
He's got you
Yeah.
there.
Jahi. Guys,
What?
what was exactly the... Okay, so the guy... Hang on, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I was even there for the zoo episode, so I don't know exactly what I'm asking.
All right, so the guy
A long
said he
time.
couldn't disclose who did it. You know that Drusilla knows. So I guess the better pitch is like, hey, we know who is the middleman between the buyer. Drusilla would know, but not that guy. So you probably have to ask him, hey, can you put the the nipple fucking clamps on Drusilla and get her to fess up as to who the fuck bought it?
Okay. My prince, before we go, there was... The Drusilla woman, she, I think, is likely to know who was buying these, diseases. And it would be useful to know that. Um, is there any way maybe you could, be the one to ask? They'd listen to you.
That is true. Would just speed things along faster. He looks at his sheriff and he just goes, "Can you get Drusilla on the line for me really quickly so I can ask her about this smuggling stuff? The rest of you all can go on. I'll make sure to get that information to you as soon as possible through perhaps an email or a text."
Damien gives you a nod and starts dialing the rotary phone to get hold of Drusilla.
Amazing.
Niklaus will like bow and scrape and back away to the rest of the group. Thank you. Danke, danke.
All right, gang.
Now,
Anything else?
oh, and Jackson, he says, now, before I say anything else with this in terms of this investigation, I do believe that I should say a couple more things before you all go off. A rousing speech from Prince to a good coterie. First things first, I am very proud of what you all have found out, at least. I may have put some of the pieces together, but I would not have been able to do that without the information that you all brought forth. With that being said, I do believe that the trade of information is getting a bit lost upon the things, and perhaps we should have some better ideas of what should be priorities and information that we should just say as soon as possible, i.e., a werewolf being a security guard and whatnot.
Understood, sir. Having not been in Chicago. Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Having not been in Chicago much before, I'm simply not used to such effective leaders, sir, or leaders who are willing to be communicated with directly for the purpose of efficiency. It's a wonderful change, sir.
Understandable. It's pretty much, I will say this. If it seems even slightly out of the ordinary, I do not mind information being regurgitated to me. The worst thing that I can say is that I already know it. But due to today's meeting, I feel that it is pertinent for me to call upon a favor from an old friend of mine. He is from, well, let's just say he's from a bit deeper south, but he is perhaps a decently good private eye.
Oh.
He will be assisting you all from now on. And just short term, at least.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you. We'll be right on it.
No problem. Now, any other questions for me or any other concerns?
No, sir.
Off this time. We'll keep you in the loop.
Alrighty.
Yes, Lisa nods.
He looks over at the sheriff who, like, hands him the phone. He goes, "I have to take this. Like I said, I'll email you the details of what I find out." He swivels around in his chair and he goes, "Drusilla, just wondering if I could get some pertinent information from you involving a recent transaction of yours." And he kind of like waves his hand to you guys to leave the room.
You hear the
We
prince
do that.
laugh at Drusilla's endless charm.
We leave the room and it's
Why?
like, oh my god, these idiots were just by. I have to tell you what happened.
He's interested. Like, yeah, I just need some information from you. I just, just dealing with some an interesting coterie. They're right on the tip of finding information, just not able to color in the lines. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, no. If you could just give me that little rap list of yours. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Dinner on Sunday. Yeah. No, I'm joking, but he's nicer about it.
That's a
Oh, you
treat.
want to eat French? But we did that last week.
Look, he's a Ventru. He's not used to leaders who are efficient and want to solve problems instead of politics. He's just standing here like a fish.
Yeah, why do you think this guy's in charge of Chicago? Because he sucks at it.
You-
All right.
I do love the concept. I do love the concept of Jackson just being like, "All right, guys, let's piece these pieces together." Okay, all right. And he's like, "All right, so we have figured out the werewolves are, responsible. Any other information? Oh yeah, your security guard dude is werewolf. Okay, that is really important information. Why was that not mentioned sooner?"
Jackie, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, you were
of,
incredible.
like towing the line right between being very obviously straightforward and also like so straightforward that we have to wonder if it's kindred politics and we're all about to be executed. Fantastic.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Really great.
Yeah.
Hey guys, is it weird?
As
Jackson
a
is just-
member of the audience, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey guys, is it normal for him to have 4 guillotines in this room? Like,
I don't know.
I would guess
he's
yes.
just like, so like, I will say that I do imagine that if like this exact situation